At the time of upload, you could get the Godzilla Singular Point set that comes with this figure on Amazon Japan. Check it out at the link in the description.
Kaiju, turtles, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews.
Hey there, collectors, it is Steven here, and welcome to another Movie Monster Series review, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Movie Monster Series Godzilla Ultima. I'm just going to be calling that throughout the rest of the review, unless I'm going to be noting elsewise. Godzilla Heat Radiation Version. Man, that is a long title. Now, this is actually pretty interesting because this is going to be released with Volume 1 of Godzilla Singular Point as released in Japan on home media. So that is, I believe it's the first 5 episodes. Yeah, not the entire series. So the price at MSRP is going to be 12,760 Japanese yen. Plus about 3,000 shipping at the time of upload. Now, there are going to be a couple of other places that did have this available. Don't know if they're in stock, but it's saying that it's Amazon Japan Limited. That's where I was able to get this. And yeah, this is kind of taking over the collector groups by storm because some folks don't know how to get a hold of this, and they want to know it's going to be worth the purchase because, yeah, let's just say there are some unscrupulous folks who got their hands on this, and they're trying to milk you for all that you got. So let's take a look to see whether or not it's worth adding into your collection. This is not a movie review channel. I may go ahead and give my thoughts on different releases, but I don't review movies unless it's a part of a figure release, which this just so happens to be. So here is the box that is going to come in. It's not really a proper unboxing video, just kind of a general feel. It's just a brown box. Now, what I will say is that when you get this, be prepared to be disappointed. That's going to be across the board. Why? Godzilla Ultima is in the box with no sort of protection. This is only sold directly through Amazon, so it's not a third-party seller. We nipped that in the bud. So the paint on his head rubbed off on the box. All right, so let's go ahead on to that 360 spin view. So this way we can take a look at the figure, and I got to be honest, aside from that little hiccup there, which is a bit of a PETA. What does that stand for? If you know, you know. Honestly, this figure does look very good. Overall, for the actual Godzilla vinyl coloration, what we have there for the standard, Godzilla is going to be in a darker vinyl. Don't worry, you're going to go ahead and you're going to get your side-by-side comparison when that time comes. Please watch the video. Don't skip just to that point. Okay. Anyway, it is a darker vinyl, but what is really cool, what really, I guess you might say, amplifies the shelf presence of this figure is definitely going to be that absolutely phenomenal blue that is used here for this release. Oh, mama. So this is meant to replicate when Godzilla Ultima fires his beam, which, hey, you know, pretty cool there. I can respect that. Bandai's been doing a whole lot of these sorts of releases as of late, and that's pretty cool. But the blue that they chose is a nice, deep, rich blue, and I really, really do appreciate that. And it provides an amazing contrast to the dark vinyl that they used for this particular release. Now, what's even better is that the rest of the paint applications that are actually used on this figure really do stand up toe-to-toe with this release. Now, if you know anything about Movie Monster Series figures, you'll know that as of recent, they have not been really painting things basically on the back. Well, congratulations. Not only here did they really knock it out of the park with the translucent plastic for the dorsal plates, that dorsal plate effect goes all the way to the tip of the tail with metallic blue paint. Overall, this is a great release because this is basically why you're going to be picking up Movie Monster Series figures. The next section. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Articulation, it's going to be the same as the original Godzilla Ultima. You don't buy these because they're articulated. The articulation is more so a byproduct because of how they're assembled. So you get your basic swivels in the arms and the legs, and yeah, you get that. So quick peek at the tag, which is a very, very nice change up from the usual fare. It's going to be blue on the front, but the rest is the standard singular point theme with red on the back. Size comparison, it's the same as the original Ultima release, so there's not a whole lot going on there. Basically, if you have the original, you know exactly how big this one is going to be. And as promised, here is that side-by-side comparison with the original Ultima, so this way you can see where the differences are. Again, the heat radiation one that we are looking at as the focus point for this review has a nice darker coloration for the skin, and that blue is fantastic. And it is a great comparison to the original Ultima release. So, buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. I'm going to go on a limb here. So yes, this set effectively clocks in at about over $150 at retail for 5 episodes. Yeah. And a Movie Monster Series figure. So I could imagine that, you know, generally speaking, the single release of the first 5 episodes, Volume 1, I'm looking at it right now. We have it at about 8,000 yen or so. So that extra 4,000 and change is going into the figure. And this is kind of where Movie Monster Series should be as a baseline. So this figure is fantastic. The scalper prices that you're seeing elsewhere just for the figure, 180, 200, 250. I've seen it. Don't pay it. You can get the whole kit and caboodle right now for retail. So just do that. That being said, if you're looking to get this, it is a fantastic Movie Monster Series release, and what all the releases we're getting should really be modeled after. Great paint, great use of plastics, everything. Now that being said, it's not worth $150. Absolutely not. If you're a fan of Singular Point and you want the home release, that I do not believe includes English subtitles. If someone is able to confirm that in the comments, I will pin that and you'll get a heart. So good for you. If you're in America and you really want the figure, get it now before you have to pay scalper prices. That's all I'm going to have to say about that.
Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.